Hi friends, today I want to do an art project with you and also talk a little bit about symmetry. So do you remember what symmetry is? You talked about it with Miss Allie a couple weeks ago. You did some projects. You made a symmetrical Lego building project. That was really cool. So what is symmetry? It's when two things are the same on both sides, right? So today, what I want to do is do an art project that represents symmetry, and that has to do with butterflies. Did you know that the butterfly wings are symmetrical? That means when a butterfly, so let's say this is your butterfly, okay? And you see this side and you see this side, they're gonna be the same, okay? They're gonna look the same. They're gonna be the same colors in the same places, okay? So what we're gonna do is make our own butterfly that's symmetrical. So you're gonna need a few supplies today. You're gonna need some paint. It needs to be kind of a thicker, liquidy paint. So you could use acrylic. You could. This is tempera, which is washable. Watercolors are too watery and they're not thick enough. So it needs to be, finger paint will work, but won't be quite as bright, but that will definitely work also. So something, a little bit of a thicker paint you're gonna need. You're gonna need some white paper, some scissors, a pencil, and something to paint with. I'm gonna use Q-tips today, but you can use paint brushes, so whatever is easy for you to dip in the paint. Now I've already put my paint on a plate. You're not going to need very much paint, but the more colors you have, the more colorful your butterfly will be. So here's my piece of paper. The first thing you're going to do is fold it in half. So I'm going to line it up in the corners, and I'm going to make a nice pleat in the middle. So now I have one piece of paper that's folded in half. Okay, this is going to be the middle of your butterfly. So now we're going to draw the butterfly wings, just one side of the butterfly wings. So we're going to make, and you might want to ask mommy and daddy to do this for you, or you guys can do it together, but I'm going to make a big circle, stop right there, and then another smaller circle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So here's my big circle and then a smaller circle. And then we're gonna give a little tip on the top and on the bottom. And I notice you guys can't see, so I will show it to you. So here's my big half circle and a smaller half circle, okay? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want a bigger one and a smaller one. And then you're gonna cut it out. But you're gonna keep your paper folded. So keep it folded, and I'm going to cut it out. I'm gonna give little, like I said, I added a little stem on this side and like a little stem on that side. So I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna follow my line as best I can. And this is what I'm ending up with, okay? So if you open it, it kind of looks like a butterfly, right? But we're gonna paint one side. So I'm gonna leave it like this. You need to leave it folded. And I'm gonna add some colors. So maybe some dots, maybe some squigglies. Now the one trick about this to make it look the most symmetrical is to add a lot. You want to add a lot of paint. You want it to be thick. So let me show you guys here how much paint I put on there. You see how it's pretty thick, okay? Because basically you're going to be stamping it on the other side, so you're going to want it thick. So like think I'm gonna, I don't know if I can zoom in somehow with the camera, but I'm trying to add a lot of paint. I keep dipping it in my paint to make it real thick, okay? Make it real thick. Now this might get a little messy, so that's why I'm using this board, because it's easy to clean. But if they can have them paint the whole butterfly, but keep dipping in the paint. Make it real thick. So I'm trying to use some different colors. How about we add some green in there? It's my favorite color. Maybe the edge here has some green on it. I think I'll add an edge all the way around, actually. So if you see white under the paint, try to add more paint to it, okay? And you want to try to do this quick enough to where your paint doesn't dry out. So I think we're gonna add some orange here. Maybe the yellow kind of fades into the orange. Now I'm leaving this where the edge is. I'm kind of leaving that white because at the very end, I'm gonna add a black line in there. So that's why I'm not worried about painting this line right here. Maybe add another purple circle down here. Maybe this one's a little smaller. Ooh, maybe a couple of purple dots. Dots are cute. Okay, this is your painting. So your butterfly, make it how you want it. And we're gonna add some yellow around that. All right, I'm gonna show you what I've got so far. Okay, take a look. I hope you can see that it's pretty thick, like it's almost gonna drip, but not quite. And then, like I said, at the very end, I'm actually gonna use my finger. Actually, no, we're gonna do that at the very end. So now we're ready to make our symmetrical butterfly. So I have one side painted, okay? I'm going to open it up very carefully. Mommy and Daddy will wanna help you with this. You're gonna fold it back on that same line. And I think I'm gonna give you, this paper is pretty thin. I think I'm gonna give you a different tip here in a minute because this is being very tricky. I got it back on there. Now you wanna kind of stamp it. You wanna push on it. I feel like I kind of pushed everywhere. And then when you open it back up, construction paper actually works a little bit better, but I didn't have any white construction paper at home. Wow, I did not, oh, here we go. I did not realize this would be this tricky, but here we go. I'm opening it back up. Oh, what do you see? Be very careful when you get to your second edge there. Look at me opening. Does it look the same on both sides? Wow, what do you think? Let me show you. Did it look the same on both? I think so. Now the middle there, I'm just gonna take my finger in the black. I'm gonna dip in the black, and I'm just gonna rub my finger in the middle. And that'll be the center of my butterfly. So here we go. Here's my butterfly. Let it dry, and then you can hang it up and make it look like it's flying. Now the tip that I was just gonna tell you, so that it's a little bit easier to fold it in half, is when you first fold your paper in half, fold it one way, okay, then open it back up and fold it the other way. Make sure you push that crease really well. Do it again. If you fold it like that a couple of times on both sides, and then you do your drawing and cut it out, it'll be a little bit easier when you're folding it back to make your butterfly. So I hope you enjoyed making a symmetrical butterfly with me. Good luck. If you make one, we'd love to see a picture of it and send it to us. Bye, friends.